The night passed, but it was filled with nightmares of Lewis. He woke up in the morning with the determination to marry her anyway. Tyrus has never let go of any woman he has ever wanted. It is his habit to show his power and forcefully pick up those who do not desire him. However, Lewis wasn't an ordinary girl. She was the daughter of the state's king and the lover of Nichol, one of the main commanders of the royal army. He thought that Lewis could only be achieved through calm trickery. So, Tyrus made his way towards the palace council meeting to meet his brother, King Vagan. King Vagan was in discussion with his ministers when he saw Tyrus approaching. He understood that Tyrus must have something important to discuss, given that he rarely visited the palace. After seeing his ministers, you go and see you tomorrow. King Vagan said, "What, Tyrus wouldn't have come to this palace, unless there was something important to ask." Tyrus directly stated, "Brother, I have decided to get married." King Vagan was delighted to hear this. His younger brother, who had resisted marriage multiple times before, was now expressing a desire to wed. Happily, King Vagan responded, "We have several smaller kingdoms under our rule. I will find the most beautiful daughter among them for you." Tyrus replied, "Brother, I have already made a decision. It's Louise, the daughter of our Royal Highness Halder." "Well, if it's anyone, Vagan says that your marriage is important to me. He said that in a week Halder's daughter Louise will be your wife." Without knowing of Tyrus' plan, Nichol chatted happily with Lewis in the garden, near Lewis's home. In the midst of this, Tyrus coming towards them. He sees Nichol smiling at Lewis in the distance. This only fueled Tyrus' jealousy. Meanwhile, Nichol, surprised by Tyrus' unexpected presence, asked, "What, my friend, here suddenly?" Tyrus explained, There is a place to go, went to your house but didn't find you. I thought you might be here, and you are right here." Tyrus thought that, his mind didn't even accept what Nichol was talking to Lewis. Tyrus shifted his gaze toward Lewis, and then moved towards Nichol. Deep in thought, Louise headed back to her mansion, noticing the difference in his sight. Back in the palace, King Vagan is laughing and talking to his wife. In the distance, their daughter, Princess Jane, is playing. Although she's just 5 years old, her eyes reveal a remarkable wisdom beyond her years. Then, along comes Tyrus. She hurries towards him, and he lifts her into his arms, saying, "The guard informed me that you wished to see me." The queen confirms, "Yes, we've decided to visit Halder's house today, and talk to him about you." Tyrus thought for a while and asks, "Why should we go there?" Queen said that, "It is not possible according to our tradition, we must go to their house." Tyrus said, "He's our subordinate, he should come here when we summon him." King Vagan said that, whether it's a king or not, whoever it is, the tradition is that we go to their house. He said, "You also come with us and get ready." Tyrus declines, stating, "I won't accompany you. You can go." Tyrus adds, "Just remember, don't let them know that I'm asking her to marry me." Queen questions the need for lying. Tyrus explains that if they hesitate to marry Lewis to me, you can leave without causing any trouble. King Vagan eyes Tyrus suspiciously and appears confused, not understanding Tyrus' intentions. Tyrus instructs them to follow his plan and exits the room. The king, queen, and Princess Jane then left the palace in a horse-drawn carriage. Upon seeing the king's carriage, the people bow their heads in respect. The king's carriage, with guards walking in front and behind, stopped in front of Halder's house.